It's beginning to look a lot like Vlogmas.
Love that.
Just remember the memories that we made. Should have loved you from the start, but I had way too many doubts.
Hi guys.
What's up, everybody?
I don't need this drummer voice coming. Come here. Goose is over here.
Welcome back to the channel. Today's not a normal Vlogmas where we're vlogging.
Yes.
Sorry. If that's what you wanted, stop watching the video right now.
No.
Turn it off. You may not like this video. You probably will, so you should stay. But if you're here for a vlog, just leave. Because this is a Q&A.
This is a... I'm going to turn that so we look at the lens. This is a Q&A, you guys.
We like to call these quas.
Quas, that's right. So we asked on Instagram per usual, and we are just gonna fire away. Are you ready?
So we just hung up the Instagram live with you guys, with everyone that showed up to our Instagram live, to let y'all know we were gonna come over here to the Q&A, and this is what we're filming right now.
This is what we're filming. So we're gonna jump right in. So I actually thought this was interesting. Someone said, have y'all ever met anyone famous? Random I know. LOL.
Good question.
I actually met Kim Kardashian, and this was like the most prime time to meet Kim Kardashian.
Where were you working at the
It was
time?
when I was living in LA.
Yeah, but where were we working?
Well, I wasn't on work duty when I met her.
Were you at Club Monica?
I don't know if I was working there yet. It was when I lived in LA. My first year out of high school, I actually went to fashion school for a year, and then I transferred to TCO, and that's like when I met Hunter.
Yeah.
But I was...
And you met Topanga.
I met Topanga, yeah, from Boy Meets World. But Kim Kardashian, this was when, like, after the first season of The Kardashians aired, you guys, and she was, like, blowing up. Like, she was getting big, so she wasn't, like, who she is now, but she was really popular. And I went up to her and asked her for a picture, and I've never been so nervous in my life. And her butt was huge. She was tiny in person.
Did you get a picture with her?
I got a picture. I have, like, it was, like, before, like, phones were, like, I don't know.
Like big cameras.
Yeah, so I have it in a printed out version. My mom has it. But she was super nice, and she just looked like a doll, like so like done up with like makeup, hair, everything. And she was really nice, but yeah.
That doesn't excite me.
Well, it will for them. Like Kardashians are cool.
Yeah.
Like I mean they're big, so it's like
I mean I keep up with them, but I mean
yeah.
I guess that's kind of cool.
Who else? Have we met anyone else?
I met like more like athletes. We've had dinner with like Oscar De La Hoya. That's a big name.
Oh yeah, but I didn't even know who he was.
Old boxer. A lot of y'all probably know, but yeah, one time we were in Palm Springs and Julia's dad plays golf with him and stuff, and so he came to dinner with us one night, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like athletes and stuff, and even celebrity. I don't get like starstruck. I'm not like, that doesn't excite me for some reason.
I know you don't get starstruck. I just get like kind of nervous. It's just like I don't know.
Like I don't think I have a single picture with a celebrity or anything, because I would never. I'm not one to ever ask.
You would never.
I would never ask. I would rather like shake their hand and like chat with them and just be like, hey man, what's up?
You wouldn't like. You don't feel weird around them though.
Yeah. This is a good question. If you had the world's attention for 1 minute, what would you say in that 1 minute? That's a good one.
I know what I would say.
What would you say?
I would say to go after your dreams and like be 100% you without like caring what anyone thinks.
Yeah, in a respectful way. Like,
yeah,
be yourself.
Yeah, don't be an ass.
And don't let anyone prevent you from pursuing what you desire in a respectful way.
Mm-hmm.
However, my thing is slightly like that, but I would also like want to make sure that we're putting the point across to just like be nice to people.
Yeah.
Like love everybody.
Mm-hmm.
If you had to pick between only coffee or alcohol, what would you pick?
Coffee.
We would both choose coffee, I think.
For sure.
Like alcohol is great. I think it depends on what day you ask.
Yeah.
Like if I'm having like a rough day and it's like the afternoon, I'd be like, I could care less about coffee. I just want to have like a cocktail right now. But
think about it, I could give up alcohol,
yeah, I could easily.
but not coffee.
I didn't even have alcohol until I was like 2021 for the first time. And even then I didn't really even drink. We've never been partiers really.
No.
Like,
we like to like have fun every once in a while,
Yeah.
but it's never been like a big thing for us. We're more steady drinkers versus like
we're just very
going
like
all
consistent drinkers.
We're consistent drinkers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And our tolerance is very high because we've built that tolerance over time. No, I'm kidding. No, we're like steady, consistent drinkers in the sense that we enjoy like a cocktail or a glass of wine like every other day or something like that. But
Yeah.
yeah.
What is Hunter's 9-to-5 job? So he sells an analytics software.
A data analytics
It's like in
platform.
tech sales, basically.
It's a tool to help companies understand their data and be able to help make decisions based on all the data that they collect at their organization.
Yeah.
So I sell it to companies across the world, straight to businesses. It's not to consumers, it's B2B, and it's like a SaaS product, a cloud service, if any of that stuff makes sense. And I work from home, so the majority of my time is spent giving product demos to try to sell them our product and show them the useful capabilities of it.
Exactly. And most of you guys don't know this, but Hunter, a lot of you guys have always asked, is Hunter gonna go full-time YouTube or whatever? But Hunter's job actually is what really like supports our lifestyle and like really what supports us. I mean, we do make an income from YouTube, but it's nowhere near the amount that he brings in from his job. So that's kind of why.
I would say like my income like supports our lifestyle and YouTube supports the flexibility of our lifestyle.
What is the next step for us? So I think that I think our next step for sure is to renovate our renovation property, which you guys already know. That's like definitely needs to happen next. We've had it for a while and we need to like get on it.
We put it off for too long.
Yeah.
Kind of intentionally, like we've been like really sorting out a lot of details behind it, but also just because we've been incredibly busy. So it's now become a priority as it should be, and 2020 is the year for that.
Yeah, and I think after that, our next chapter as a whole would be like having children, which you guys always ask about. That was probably like 50% of the questions. So yes, we are having kids, or we want to, God willing. And yeah, that'll be like probably our next big chapter. We got a lot of questions about people, like how we feel about like families and friends watching our videos, or how do our families feel about YouTube, stuff like that. And they both are supportive on YouTube and what we do. I think it took both of them like a little bit a while to like fully wrap their heads around it, because a lot of people naturally, yeah,
like,
I think for anybody.
I don't think a lot of people understand that it's something that like a lot of people didn't understand why we were doing it, and why do you put so much time into that? Like, why can't you hang out? Like, you're filming a video instead of coming over and hanging out with us,
right?
So, you know, and that's not that it was like woe is me. It was more of like they just didn't understand and comprehend. They couldn't comprehend it,
right? Because it's such a niche kind of job.
And it's a newer. It's still kind of a newer thing.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people can't believe that you can make YouTube a job, and so I think both your family and my family, it took time to warm up to it.
For sure.
But they're like all super supportive of it now.
And they're used to it now, so we can like bring the camera around. We try not to, because we just want to like try and spend time with them. But
a lot of times y'all used to ask like why my family wasn't on video as much, and we just try to be respectful in the sense of like when we're with them, we wanted to hang out with them. And same with Julia's family. Like we hardly ever show like us with all of her family together. Yeah. Most of the time we show your family is like in one-offs, or we're just like with one sister or whatever. For sure. My family, when we hang out with my family, it's usually like the whole family is always together, and we just try to be with the family in those moments rather than just without the camera. So. Yeah, because not everybody wants to be on the camera, so that's kind of like a personal choice. So it might be ours, but not everyone wants a camera in their face. So which we understand. Be real. How did you guys feel about some people were reacting to your political views in our last Q&A? I respected it. I respected it too. I think like everyone is entitled to their own opinion. Yeah. We
figured that we would get the exact reactions that we did.
Yeah.
So we weren't surprised.
We weren't too worried, and nor do we really care in the sense of like, we want everyone to feel open to leaving their opinion.
Yeah.
We would just really like and love and ask people to just leave their opinions in a nice way. You don't have to like belittle us or make us feel bad about something we said. We're just being open with you. We don't have to be
like
open
we
with
just
you.
won't
We could
tell
not
you.
share those things.
Exactly.
But so a little surprising that some people are the way they are, and I'll just say that right now. Like, those aren't the people we want following the channel. Like, we'd rather them just unsubscribe altogether. We want everyone to leave an opinion, just politely, respectively. We're all adults.
It's when people, I think anyone can agree when somebody provides their opinion in an aggressive way, whether it's in your friendships, your romantic relationships with your parents, nobody listens when you're being aggressive. Like it's just not a way to communicate. So when you're super intense and forceful, like it almost goes in one ear the other, because you're like, okay, it's too much. Like I'm not even ready to absorb that because you're being intense. So I think when you like communicate things like in a neutral way, they're way more likely to like sink in.
And especially after like on the political piece, we even acknowledge and address that like, hey, we're not super informed, so like y'all are gonna hate us for it.
Yeah.
And then like when people jump your case and like say you're not informed at all, and it's like, yeah, we've effing said that, so relax. That's the kind of stuff I think that's more annoying than anything, just that people are mean about it. So what we've always said, we even said in that video actually, like, just love each other and be nice.
I know.
Be
and
nice.
It's like we're no different than anyone else. Like we're trying to figure it out. We don't have our whole life figured out. Like we're only 28. So that was just like our answer for that moment in time, and it just happens to be very public. So, you know, it is what it is.
But great question. Thank you for asking.
Yeah. Would we ever get another dog? Oh my gosh. If we could have like 8 dogs, we would. Like,
yeah, we've been really close to getting one recently. We thought about it being a Christmas present. We thought about getting one of 2 dogs.
But then we think about like, why would we do that? Because we travel so much and it would be stupid. Okay, how do you manage YouTube, stay on top of your overall health and your marriage?
YouTube for us is something that it's like running a business. So like think about people who run businesses.
Or like going to
it's
the
a big
office.
piece of their time.
Yeah.
And so like YouTube is a big piece of our time because it's our business. And so people are able to run businesses and still have a happy marriage. That's all we're doing.
And same with like your 9-to-5 job. Like you spend most of your time at work, right? So we spend most of our time on YouTube, just like any other normal job. But
not
just
on YouTube, but like doing YouTube things. Yeah.
It just overlaps with our personal life, so it's like a little bit more of a gray area. But we certainly do not have it all figured out. Like I don't want it to appear that way at all. There are so many areas of our life that we have sacrificed things in order to like keep our relationship, YouTube, and our health like as our priorities in our life.
We've had to like kind of like not kill friendships, but walk away from some friendships. Like just we're not hermits by any means, but we have to be like very, very private, adult with our time.
Yes.
Like we have to be very scheduled and say like, hey friend, or like even with my grandparents, like when we wanted to hang out with my grandparents, we have to put a date on the calendar like a week and a half, 2 weeks away. And that's just how it is, and that's kind of how it should be really anyways. Maybe not to that extent, but like we're just really busy, and so we have to like be very intentional about hanging out with people and plan ahead of time.
Totally. But I don't know, I mean, sometimes on the weekends, like we're just like, we're a mess, our house is a disaster, we're like, let's go to Chipotle or get a cheeseburger, and we're like, we don't have it all together at all. We try to share like the positive tips because we don't want to like promote like going to eat junk food on the weekends, but
hot as balls.
Yeah. Okay.
Best tips for doing fashion on a budget.
Okay, you do not have to have money to have style. Like find your personal style. You can shop anywhere. I mean,
go watch the Walmart videos that Julia posted.
Walmart is lit for stuff. Also Goodwill. I want to do thrifting videos because I love Goodwill. Like some of my favorite pieces in my closet are from Goodwill. So you do not need to have a lot of money. Thrifting, Walmart, like just gotta get creative and like really get into it. It's just fun, and accessories are everything.
Someone said, my hubby and I live in Dallas area too. What's a great holiday themed date idea? I would really suggest the one date we went on for Valentine's Day as a really cool holiday date night as well, is to do the helicopter tour of Dallas.
Yeah, that's really fun.
I think it was like $400 to $500, but I would do it again.
Would you say going to ice?
Yeah, but
it's a lot of little kids, huh?
I feel like ice is like great for like
families.
Great for families to take like their 8-year-old children there, like their 14-year-old.
I would say there. Like even just like a classic like steakhouse, Texas steakhouse dinner in Dallas, and like just wear like something sparkly. Ooh. And I don't know, make it holiday-ish and like get holiday drinks.
Yeah, or see if there's like any like light shows or like really cool neighborhoods that do like really great lights around the houses. And
go drive around look at Christmas lights.
That's always so fun. I love y'all's home decor. Where do y'all find most of your inspiration from?
Let's see. We find it from all over.
It's pretty eclectic.
It is, huh?
Yeah, you gotta find out what you like. And you gotta test things, honestly.
I could like look at an array of different styles of home decor if you put like 10 rooms in front of us. And I can pick out things from each room that I like because I know exactly what I like.
Yeah, that's why it's fun going to like vintage shops, because you can find just a random piece that could fit in a really cool spot. And honestly, like I'm just as passionate about like decor and design and architecture and just home in general as Julie is. I'm probably more passionate about like architecture and stuff like that. Yeah. But interior design, like I do love it. Like I love like putting a house together, like just like filling a space. I really love that a lot. But Julia has, I would say she has a better eye than me, and a slightly different eye than me. But our tastes in home decor,
they work well together.
They work well together to create like a really unique vibe that we collectively like as one.
I feel like it's nice too, like you need someone to bounce off of. Like if you think you like something, you'd be like, hey, well, wait, what do you think about this? And to have someone that can back up the good taste, you know?
Ooh. Well, yeah, I agree. Sorry, I'm yawning.
Goose, are you stretching?
I'm really curious about your and Hunter's college experiences. That's a really great question because everyone's college experience is very different. And I think everyone doesn't have regrets, but everyone looks back and maybe thinks of things that they would want to change. Like I do for sure. I don't see them as regrets or things like, dang, I wish I was that way. But I do look back and think like, I wish I was involved in more organizations. Same. And like, just like lived it up.
Enjoying it.
I felt like sometimes in college, you can kind of become like a college loser in a way. Where like you go to class and you go home and go to the gym.
Totally.
You go to class,
or you get in this like grunt like college, like I don't know, just like it's fun, but it's kind of like college is like hard. Like you can get like depressed really easily.
It's like your first year, at least for me, my first year I was kind of like all out and about and just like meeting people. And then I transferred and I was on the football team and like, you know, kind of had that group and I didn't really do much outside of that.
Yeah.
And so you kind of get stuck in a routine, and I wish I wouldn't have gotten stuck in such a routine, but rather still like got involved in other organizations and maybe took school a little bit more serious. Like I was naturally smart, but I didn't have to study much. I wish I actually studied and cared about what classes I was taking.
Yeah.
It was more
I did that.
I wish I was more intentional with my class choices, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that was the funnest part about it, was the school. I don't regret the academic side, but more the social side. Like I wish that I had participated in more things. Like I wish I would have gotten like a board position in my sorority and like probably like made like even more friends than I did, just stuff like that. Like I don't know, just having more fun. Yeah. I feel like I was just serious.
For me, not being in a fraternity, I feel like you kind of limit yourself into like how many friends you can have, because a lot of folks are in the Greek system.
Yes.
I don't regret not being in a fraternity, but I regret not trying to be like befriend more people in the fraternities, because you totally close yourself off to like a whole piece of your school.
I know. Does uploading so often ever become too much and interfere with your daily life? So I think we kind of covered this. Shit, we're running out of memory. But I think like people get confused with YouTube because it overlaps with your personal life.
And because we show a lot,
And because we show a lot, but yeah, we do upload about every other day. But It's no different than when you're at your office sitting 9 to 5. I am working on a video from the hours of 9 to 5. Either I'm vlogging the whole day.
And then like in my job, I'm working a 9 to 5. And in between that, in like my lunch breaks, I usually work a little bit before my 9 to 5 starts, maybe like from like 7 to 9:30 or 7 to 10 before I start my job, or in the afternoon or whatever. Like I put in the time when I can, and yeah, it does roll over into the evening sometimes, but think about what's your 9 to 5, what's your commute look like in your traffic. Like we're just working during that time period.
Exactly, on videos. So it's no different than you working Monday through Friday. We're working on videos Monday through Friday.
Or running a business. People who run businesses work more than just a 9 to 5. They don't stop working. They work weekends. We're the same. YouTube's our business. It's not interfering. It's just something we're pursuing.
Yes. So that's that.
Final question is, someone asked, what are your plans for 2020 in terms of where y'all might want to go?
Like travel destination?
I guess travel, yeah. When they say, where do you want to go?
I
would assume, unless they mean like, where do you want to take your YouTube channel? But I think they mean, where do you want to travel? Physically. We really want to go to Australia, number one.
Yeah.
We're probably going to do that in like the first few months of 2020. We are likely probably going to travel with your sister again in Europe somewhere. Norway or Sweden.
Yeah. So maybe
Australia, and then what's number 2?
What's it called, that region?
Scandinavian.
Scandinavia.
We want to do like the Scandinavian countries.
And
Goose is so sweet.
Is so cute.
Like a little deer.
It's so cute. And I would love to just like go to like Mexico next year.
Oh, we're gonna do Mexico. We want to visit our friends in
Canada,
Vancouver.
Yeah.
We just moved into a house. You know who you are if you're watching this. We love you guys. And we'll probably be hitting up San Francisco a few times. Obviously going to be doing Palm Springs. I would love to do a couple cabin trips, maybe Tahoe, Colorado. We're going to try to make, I feel like 2020 is the year.
I do too.
And you know what? I want to end on that. And oh, hey, buddy.
Oh my God,
you're
so cute. Oh my God.
I want to go ahead and end on that one because I want to leave everyone with encouragement and just a good feeling about 2020 because I truly believe it's a good year. I'm not like superstitious or anything like that. That's not where I'm speaking from. But I'm already feeling something good about 2020.
I am too.
There's like something really exciting about it. And I want it to be the year for not only us, but the year for y'all as well. Like, let's make 2020 into like the most amazing year. I never get
excited for New Year's. Like, I'm not like, oh, this is going to be the year of this. But I'm like, I really do feel that way.
Yeah, it feels really just, there's something to look forward to.
There's something coming. I can feel it.
And you know what? I want everyone to be excited for it. And I want y'all to all have like motivation that like it is going to be a good year. And like, make it a year of like bettering yourself. Not just like, oh, I'm gonna have this New Year's resolution. No, like
set some real goals.
Set some goals and like make 2020 like a full year resolution of like how your life's gonna be changing and like what's gonna be new in your life.
Yeah.
Not just like how are you gonna change, like what's gonna be new, what's gonna be brought to your life, what are you gonna pursue, like go after something. And I don't know, I'm freaking excited for 2020.
I'm so excited.
I don't know why.
I know, I am.
But it's happening.
It's happening.
Love you guys.
Love you guys. We'll see you probably back in tomorrow's Vlogmas, back to regular programming.
All of you who made it this far in the video, we love you more than the ones that left early.
We do. We love you way more.
Thank you for staying the whole time. But anyways, we'll see you tomorrow in the next episode of Vlogmas. And Merry Christmas. It's coming soon.
Woo! Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. Bye.
Just remember the memories that we made. Should have loved you from the start, but I had way too many doubts. Had way too many